Good morning. November 15th today, Sunday morning. Today we're going to be in Ezekiel 1 and 2, starting out with that. Ezekiel was kind of a neat text. You have to really read through it and do some research on it, because it's kind of like the book of Revelation and Daniel. They'll have some symbols and different things. But today, we hear Ezekiel starting out with, in the 13th year, in the 4th month, on the 5th day. Basically, Ezekiel was saying how old he was. And Ezekiel's account of his prophecy is about a real person at a real time in a real place. And this is the 13th year of Ezekiel's life that he was really called into being a prophet by God. And in the first chapter, we see his vision of God, all the different things that are explaining who God looks like in the different ways of how it reads. But we have to remember, though, Ezekiel now was placed in Babylon, in that area, in order to help them get out of the troubles that they're in. But one thing I want to remember, though, again, about Ezekiel is he's 13 years old. And this is the time, if we really look back into some of the scriptures, matter of fact, according to Numbers 4:3, priests normally began their temple service in their 13th year, and that's what Ezekiel's doing. He's actually following the Jewish traditions back then. And I think I shared it before, but usually these young men went to learn how to be a priest at a very young age. And when they didn't cut it, so to speak, they were sent back to their homes to learn the father's trade. But here's Ezekiel. He was obviously somebody who was being commissioned by God in order to go and do the work of the people. And one of the things I read here, it says, if Ezekiel were 13 years old in 593, he would have been born about 622 during the reign of pious King Joshua, about 600. When he was some 23 years of age, the prophet married. With his wife, he went to Babylonia as an exile in 597 at the age of 26. So these are, again, look up some things about the life of Ezekiel. Not just don't try to read just straight through this, because there's so much in here. This too. I'm getting this out of the Enduring Word, and that's actually a website, enduringword.com. But it says Ezekiel's prophetic ministry was, in a sense, a compensation for the priestly ministry which misfortune of exile had snatched away from him. When his moment of ministry was due to begin, God summoned him to another sphere of work. The priest was commissioned as a prophet. So again, there's some really neat things in here. Read through it and just continue reading. And tomorrow is one of my all-time favorite scriptures, and I'll share with that to you tomorrow. But have a great day today. Hope you can join us in service today, and I will see you Monday morning.